In the last few days, many people have felt tiredness, confusion, a subtle emotional heaviness. A strange need to withdraw, to slow down, to question. With so many planets in Pisces, it was almost inevitable. Pisces dissolves structures, softens certainties, blurs definitions. It brings everything back to feeling. It removes rigid boundaries and asks us to sit with what we feel without immediately fixing it. This can be uncomfortable, because dissolution is not dramatic. It is quiet. It happens slowly, like something melting from the inside. But this lunar eclipse was not only emotional. It was not simply an intense moon. It was a crossing point, a threshold, because while something was ending in the waters of Pisces, something else was igniting. Saturn and Neptune entered Aries together, conjunct at the 1st degree, the 0 point of the zodiac. And 0 is never neutral. 0 is origin. 0 is reset. When two generational planets meet at the very beginning of the cosmic circle, we are not just witnessing a transit. We are witnessing a change of era. A lunar eclipse always touches the feminine principle. The moon represents the feminine dimension of existence. Emotion, intuition, cyclical wisdom, ancestral memory, receptivity. When the moon is eclipsed, the feminine enters shadow. And we cannot ignore that in the visible world the feminine principle still moves through tension, resistance, misunderstanding. We see it in global conversations, in power dynamics, in the difficulty of honoring sensitivity as strength. We see how easily nurturing is overlooked, how intuition is dismissed, how emotional intelligence is undervalued. It is as if the eclipse were reflecting a collective imbalance. But shadow is not punishment. Shadow is revelation. After obscuration comes awareness. After silence comes voice. This moment does not ask for reaction. It asks for integration. For an inner awakening that restores balance. Not feminine against masculine, but feminine with masculine. Structure with intuition. Vision with embodiment. And this is exactly what Saturn and Neptune symbolize. Saturn builds. Neptune dreams. Saturn defines. Neptune dissolves. Saturn is responsibility. Neptune is inspiration. When they unite, something rare happens. The dream receives bones. Inspiration receives commitment. Vision receives endurance. And all of this happens in Aries. The first sign. The first spark. The archetype of beginning. Aries is the moment existence declares. I am. It is raw courage. Movement before certainty. Fire before approval. But fire alone can consume itself. What makes this moment different is that the fire is not alone. Saturn gives it structure. Neptune gives it meaning. This is not impulsive chaos. This is conscious ignition. Symbolically, this meeting has not occurred at this point of the zodiac for more than 6,000 years. The last time these energies converged at 0 degree, human civilization was at its early dawn. This is not about literal repetition. It is about symbolic resonance. As if humanity is being invited to redefine what it means to begin. For the next 2 years, Saturn and Neptune will move together in Aries. 2 years where initiative must become responsibility. Where vision must become action. Where identity must become embodied. And then Neptune will continue alone. For 13 years. Shaping a generation. Transforming how we dream. No longer escape, but participation. No longer passive spirituality, but active consciousness. For me, this is not abstract. I am an Aries woman. I know the urgency of beginning. I know what it means to feel the spark before the world is ready. I know the instinct to move. But I have also learned that true fire is not the one that burns quickly. It is the one that becomes light, stable, guiding. Perhaps we are entering an era where action is born from vision, where sensitivity is recognized as intelligence, where beginning again is not weakness, but evolution. An event that has not occurred for thousands of years does not arrive randomly. It arrives when humanity is ready to take responsibility for its own spark. And every new era begins inside. If this resonates with you, write it in the comments. Tell me how you experienced this eclipse. And tell me from where in the world you are listening. Because while we speak about cosmic cycles, we are part of them, under the same sky.